because we have not been linebacker U for
So
since what?
I was just like, when you brought it up, I'm thinking of the old days. Like, and again, most of my football days come from the 90s and 2000, like remember an old school Joe Paterno teams. And I think the reason why you don't see it as much is because back in the old days, like when I say old days, I'm just talking 90s. That's not old days to me. But Paterno played a standard 4-3. Today, it's a 4-2 with the hybrid guy. So with the 4-2, you just have two box linebackers, and then you have that hybrid guy that's usually whatever on the fringe. He's not in the box usually. He's on the fringe of the box. When you had a 4-3, that's more. You had three guys right behind the line of scrimmage, or one guy near the end of the line of scrimmage. You had, it was three guys to cover, so you covered less ground. Like in a 4-2, the reason you have to get such athletic linebackers today and speedy guys like a Rojas, because they have to cover more ground. And when you played a 4-3, when they didn't have these spread offenses and things were bunched up more and a lot of runs between the tackles, there's times I'd look at Penn State line, it'd be 1, 2, 3, right behind the defensive line, 1, 2, 3, middle linebacker, the two outside guys right there.
Yeah.
Three guys could cover gaps more than two guys could. And when you're just jamming the ball in between the tackles, you could get away with being a less athletic linebacker back then and just being a good instinctual football player. And the best examples of that are like Paul Posluszny, Sean Lee, Dan Connor. Like Posluszny and Lee weren't super athletic, but they just did such a great job at reading and reacting. Like Puz would, yes. Like when you think of linebacker, I think more of Posluszny than I do like LeVar Arrington, even though LeVar was great. It was easier to be a good linebacker because you had less ground to cover. You didn't have to be as athletic, and you had. But that's the only point I wanted to make. When you brought up linebacker U, I'm sitting there thinking of like some of the older guys of like what made it linebacker U. The difference was it was just execution and less ground to cover.